Oprah Winfrey, she did call. And when she and I initially talked, she said, what is it going to take to get you here in France? I said, sister, absolutely nothing. I am in the bed with my man and my children watching Curious George. Well, she kept asking questions, and at that point, Sydney got on the phone with Oprah Winfrey, and they had a conversation. And when they were done speaking, she said, I totally understand. Now, I then get a call back from Lee Daniels, and he said, wow, Oprah came up to me and said, you're right. She's really not impressed with all of this hoopla and awards.
Oprah Winfrey's recent cancellation has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, prompting a wave of reactions from celebrities. Allegations have surfaced, accusing her of various wrongdoings over the years, which have now come to light as numerous individuals have chosen to expose her. The unfolding scandal marks a significant shift in Oprah's public image, challenging the legacy of one of the world's most influential figures.
Monique, why is she canceled? And then I know Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her. When I talked to him, he was like, nah, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to work with her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I never looked at it like that. Because I said, you just got to consider how strong your influence is at that point.
See, Whoopi Goldberg told me the salary she makes from The View, and that hurt my feelings, that you've been there for 10 years and you accept them paying you that, and you telling me, don't worry about the little one coming up. God damn, if I ain't gotta be worried about you too, because you accept that salary, it makes it hard.
What I think is also interesting, you mentioning Oprah, it seemed like definitely a disappointment to see someone that you looked up to. The character didn't match your character of what you felt was also important. And I think about Whoopi Goldberg, you being a black woman stand-up comedian, and you going to her show, and from what I kind of gathered, she brought up the whole Netflix thing, and you guys talked about being blackballed on The View. And backstage, she tells you something in the regards of don't worry about the other ones coming behind you, worry about yourself. How did you feel initially?
Dr. Umar Johnson has weighed in on the allegations against Oprah Winfrey, emphasizing her immense power and influence. He questioned who would dare to stand against Oprah, noting her ability to cancel anyone who attempts to cancel her. According to Dr. Umar, Oprah's status as one of the most powerful individuals in the world grants her a unique position of control, making it difficult for critics to successfully challenge her.
A lot of his guests are canceling their interviews because they don't want to get blacklisted by Oprah. Who wants to be on the wrong side of Oprah in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Tyler Perry in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Steve Harvey in Hollywood? And as a result of that, Shannon Sharpe, here's what I think. I don't think they could cancel Shannon Sharpe. You know why? He's too popular. He's not about the grassroots struggle. If he was, he would date black women, and he doesn't. So Shannon Sharpe is not no freedom fighter, don't get me wrong. But his audience is the everyday black community. So how can Oprah cancel that? How can Tyler cancel that? They can stop him from getting A-list interviews. Oh, you can believe that. They're gonna stop him from getting A-list interviews. But I don't think they can stop the momentum of his platform. Congrats to my brother. I like to see black men do well. Shannon Sharpe has one of the more popular platforms. You have one of the more popular platforms. He's going to continue to grow, and I want to continue to see that. And to be honest with you,
Katt Williams has been vocal about his long-standing quest to uncover Oprah Winfrey's secrets, finally bringing them to light. Unlike many, Williams is unafraid of the repercussions, confidently asserting that his own powerful personality shields him from the threat of cancellation. Known for his fearless stance and outspoken nature, Williams claims he has nothing to lose and is not intimidated by the potential backlash from the Hollywood industry.
Oprah, she's a little bit older. She has to be in tune with the young ones out there. With the younger generation, they want to see happy, they want to see color, they want to see positivity, they want to see black excellence, they want to see them achieving things. They don't want to see themselves repressed in that mommy hole. Not at all. And that is, I think, where the situation is. They consider her a handler for the higher elites. And Katt has been calling her out. Now I'm finding out for years. The thing for me is that I don't think you can destroy somebody who's not afraid. Katt is not afraid. Katt does not rely on Hollywood for anything. He is self-funded. If he never works in Hollywood again, he doesn't care. I think this bomb was the perfect storm. I'm talking about Katt Williams, the Katt Williams interview. I think it was the perfect storm. And sometimes you don't see it coming for you, but it was already set in motion when you started with a film that basically America didn't want. Black America did not want.
Joe Rogan has weighed in on the controversy surrounding Oprah Winfrey, suggesting that the allegations against her might hold some truth. On his podcast, Rogan discussed the claims, noting the gravity of the situation and the potential implications for made striking accusations against Oprah Winfrey, alleging that she operates as a Hollywood handler who has the power to cancel and ruin the careers of many. Chappelle's comments suggest that Oprah wields significant influence behind the scenes, manipulating the careers and lives of individuals within the industry.
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay.
When
you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah. Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
No.
No.
Not exactly.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy, but it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress.
Michael Jackson reportedly became annoyed during his appearance on Oprah Winfrey's show due to her probing and personal questions. The line of questioning, which Jackson found disturbing and embarrassing, led him to start ignoring Oprah during the interview.
Are you a virgin?
How could you ask me that question?
I just want to know. I want to know.
I'm a gentleman.
You're a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman.
So
I'm a gentleman.
So, okay, I would interpret that to mean that means that you believe that a lady is a lady, and therefore...
That's something that's private. I mean, shouldn't be spoken about openly. You can call me old-fashioned if you want, but, to me that's very personal.
So you're not going to answer it?
I'm embarrassed.
In one of her more controversial moments, Oprah Winfrey faced criticism for an interview where she asked twin guests deeply personal questions, leading to their discomfort. This incident raised concerns about the boundaries of interview tactics and the ethical considerations of probing into private matters.
Clip that I have seen of Oprah that has been something that has upset a lot of people and upset me watching it is how she asked the Olsen twins about what size they are. I actually just watched this full interview yesterday. I find it extremely fascinating to go back and watch really old TV. So I've been watching a lot of old Barbara Walters interviews, which, oh, those are terrible. A lot of old Oprah ones. And so I watched the full one with the Olsen twins. In this interview, instead of really trying to get to know the Olsens as individuals, I mean, they literally said in this interview that they want to be known as an individual people instead of just the Olsen twins. Tabloids and stuff kept exploiting Mary-Kate and talking about how she had an eating disorder, this, that, and the other. And it was a big, huge thing back then. And the tabloids were so mean about her. It was awful. The tabloids back then were the most toxic thing. Oprah has always just come off as this sweet, understanding woman, and you have these two kids sitting on your couch. They were 17 at the time, and if they are struggling with an eating disorder in this moment, the last thing you should ever ask them should be, what size are you?
While Oprah is known for her in-depth and sometimes intrusive interviewing style, this particular instance highlighted the potential negative impact on guests. It served as a reminder of the delicate balance between journalistic inquiry and respect for personal boundaries.
It's basically a doppelganger of Oprah. She looks so much like her. It's unreal. She is constantly getting asked about if she's Oprah. And you can imagine that it's probably in this moment extremely exciting for her to finally get on the show and to get to meet her. Only thing that Oprah can say is, you need to curl your hair. And she just keeps telling this woman that you need to curl your hair. And I'm sitting there thinking, why is she being so rude?
This unexpected reaction raised many eyebrows and created a tense atmosphere on the show.
I was singing, wait. Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before, you know what? I mean, all the things ever printed in the tabloid, the only things ever been true is when they said I couldn't dance. When we were here the last time shooting the commercial, you were like in between shots, running off, conceiving the dance, choreographing the dance. You were up all night dancing.
Jaguar Wright, renowned for her candid and outspoken nature, has also exposed Oprah Winfrey, asserting that powerful personalities often evade accountability for their crimes.
They don't like us because they not like us. They wish they were. See, you keep diluting the greatness of a people, and what you'll have is a shadow of what it was ever meant to be.
Wright's revelations add to the growing chorus of accusations against Oprah, suggesting that her immense influence has allowed her to sidestep repercussions for various wrongdoings.
How are these people able to keep going on with the career?
What do you mean?
Doing these heinous crimes.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just saying.
You ain't never had a boy that you know did a whole bunch of dirt and you let him make it? You telling me that never happened? You never had somebody in your life who you know was dirty, who you know did dirt, and you let them make it.
I see what you're saying, but
think about that on a corporate level.
Right.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile in the United States. Everybody knew. That's why I couldn't really watch that documentary, because half of the people that was in there, I can't believe he did it. You used to go get the bitch too. I watched you, dog.
Ellen DeGeneres' decision to come out as gay on Oprah Winfrey's show was a groundbreaking moment in television history. Prior to this interview, Ellen's orientation was not publicly known.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wondered if you could comment on her comment about how she didn't know your whole life, and then all of a sudden you realized in that room, because I'm just getting the impression that people who are gay tend to know from birth, and you kind of disputed that, and I just wondered if somebody who is wanted to comment on what you think about that.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, she's asking you, Ann.
I didn't all of a sudden feel like I'm gay. I just all of a sudden felt, ooh, I love. Wow, this is new.
For me to speak and be able to answer the questions and say what I feel. Unfortunately, that's when you're a public figure, you can't control that.
No, Bob.
So
Yeah.
I'm sorry for
you see,
all
Ellen
that too.
chose to do Diane Sawyer, chose to do this show, and chose to do Time Magazine, and everything else you've seen, heard, has come from that.
I just read an article the other day in the New York Times attacking that the show would have been good if there wouldn't have been so much hype about it. So now here's another article writing about all the hype about this. So they're contributing to it and attacking me for it, and I haven't contributed to any of that.
Despite these allegations, there are still some people who get influence from her. Oprah Winfrey's influence extends far beyond her television show. As a media mogul, philanthropist, and author, she has shaped public opinion, inspired millions, and driven social change.
I would watch Oprah be so compassionate to her guests and always talk about really important topics. That is, I think, what drove me to say, if I ever got into broadcasting, I would want to do it to help people. It would not be because I wanted to see my face on TV, which there are some people who get into this business and it's, they want to be on television. And I always said, if I do this, I want to do it in a way that impacts people and in a way that helps people.
Oprah Winfrey cultivated an image of authenticity, compassion, and wisdom, earning the admiration of millions. Her ability to present a relatable and trustworthy persona made her a beloved figure. However, recent allegations suggest that this public image may have masked darker aspects of her life and actions.
Let's talk about the three most important things that you talk about in the book. It's relationships, it's legacy, and
purpose.
Purpose
has been so misunderstood and abused. It's become this idea of trying to find out, what is my purpose? Like, what's special about me?
Yes.
And people become obsessed with that. It's like, I don't know my purpose, I can't move forward. And I think we need to take on a different definition. In many indigenous communities, the definition of purpose is about the role you play in your community, the gift you offer to meet a need in a community you're a part of. And when I do that, I'm living on purpose, and I can live on purpose all day, every day. If I see a need, what gift do I have to offer to meet it? In communities that I'm with. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I can do it 100 times.
It's not some big thing that's out here.
I can do it 100 times a day.
That's right.
That's it. And suddenly I'm free. I don't need to find anything.
This duality highlights the complex relationship between celebrity image and reality.
One person who I really was starstruck, even to this day, bro, was Oprah, bro. I have an assistant engineer credit with her on this movie.
Hey, yo, Monzo, we got a hit, boy. That's crazy.
Like, she came in and she gave me a hug, bro, and I like felt some weird. I was like, what the f? I was like shaking kind of, and I've never felt like that ever.
Oprah,
like that.
God.
Crazy.
Just like this lady literally saves lives.
Oprah's unique ability to connect with her guests and viewers made the show a staple in many households.
Word.
All right.
And you gotta give me the first word that comes to mind.
Okay, cool.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Faith.
Got it.
Love.
We got that.
Mozzarella.
Oprah. I keep seeing it like it's growing and growing, and I see the set.
We was just talking about this in here the other day. Oh my God, I'm gonna keep going. Light, something too. No, I love that. And it's funny because I had to crack up on Oprah. We were just in here last week and we were talking about it. I was like, I think I tapped into my inner Oprah with my cut, you know, when she got fired.
Yeah, I feel like that was
Chicago, and she was like, okay, I'm ready.
Yep,
I'm ready. So that definitely made me
glad. You ready?
Oh, we're grinding. We're here for sure.
The regular viewership was a testament to Oprah's magnetic presence and the show's relevance, making it a significant part of many people's daily lives and establishing Oprah as a household name.
My mom used to work for Oprah Winfrey, yeah. She was her flight attendant on her private airplane.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
There's way better people to flex on than Oprah Winfrey.
No, I don't think that there is, actually. I think Oprah's a pretty
Oprah
big
Winfrey
flex.
sucks.
Oprah's dope as
I hate Oprah.
Why do you hate Oprah?
I have a personal reason to hate Oprah. She took my mom away from me, so ha.
Just like because she had work?
Yeah, my mom would be like 2 weeks in Africa. Hey, I'm gonna go to Nelson Mandela's house.
Bro,
I'm gonna go to for 2
dope.
weeks.
What are you hating for?
My parents were gone a lot during my childhood. That's traumatic. My dad's a pilot as well, not for Oprah, but he was a Delta pilot. So my dad flew a 747, so they were gone a lot. I had nannies growing up.
I can understand how that would be hard.
So it's just, you know, I have a personal reason to not like Oprah. I don't really watch her in the media, so I don't care about that shit.
I just know she's like wicked nice. That's it. I mean, hopefully nothing Ellen comes out about Oprah. So.
No, you see my head shaking. No,
she's not nice.
No, not really.
Interesting.
Sorry, Oprah.
However, recent allegations have shocked many of her fans, leading to feelings of astonishment and betrayal. The revelations challenge the idealized image that many hold of Oprah, forcing them to reconcile their admiration with these new claims. Despite this, a significant number of fans continue to support her, underscoring the complexity of fan loyalty and the difficulty of dismantling long-held perceptions.
What I want to know is, who is your celebrity who you are literally like ride or die for? Like, you literally love this celebrity and you support their rights and you support their wrongs. You support their fumbles and you also support the bag. Like, you're literally there day in, day out. You're with their content. You're supporting them. You're lifting them up. For me, it's Miss Oprah Winfrey. I have been an Oprah stan since I was literally a child. When I would get home from elementary school, Oprah would be on at 4 p.m. every single day. And
Celebrity admiration often leads to unwavering support, regardless of controversies. In Oprah's case, many fans continue to stand by her, appreciating the positive influence she has had on their lives and society.
I was literally watching just like all of these interesting romantic stories and like relationships and family drama, and it was just so interesting. And so I immediately was like, okay, I'm a fan. As I got a little older, I got into her books, her podcast, The OWN Network. I got into Ayanna Van Zandt, one of the women that she works with, who does an awesome TV show. I started watching all of the Oprah shows. I started watching, I rewatched the actual Oprah show talk show. And then I also started watching Super Soul Sunday, which is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've listened to all of the podcast episodes. I love this woman. I've read all of her books. I literally love this woman. She can do no wrong to me. If someone's beefing with her, I'm on her side. I don't even need to know what it's about.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next.